Well, it appears Jordan Poyer's tenure with the Buffalo Bills is coming to an end. That is because just about 5 minutes ago, Adam Schefter from ESPN reported that the Bills are planning to release their longtime safety to free up cap space for the Bills. Jordan Poyer joined this team back in 2017 alongside Micah Hyde. Micah Hyde's contract is up, so it makes you think maybe the Bills will have two new safeties as they kind of turn the page on this chapter of their franchise history. Jordan Poyer has become one of the most recognizable players for the Buffalo Bills during this era. When I think of the Sean McDermott team, of course I think of Josh Allen, but then the next guys that I usually think of are Jordan Poyer and Micah Hyde because of what they have meant on the field and also what they've meant off the field. They've been leaders in the locker room, and they've really watched the Bills go from this team that ended their playoff drought in their first year with the Bills. Then they rebuilt in 2018, and then since then they have really been one of the top teams in the NFL. I know the Bills have never gotten to the point, the pinnacle, the Super Bowl like they have been chasing, but I don't fault players like Jordan Poyer and Micah Hyde because of that. I think they have just been staples in that secondary for this team and have played really good football. Jordan Poyer last year played 2 years ago, not this past year, but 2 years ago, played some exceptional football. He's been named an All-Pro. He's been to multiple Pro Bowls. I feel the exact same way about Micah Hyde. They were the kind of perfect balance for each other. Hyde was the rangy guy who could cover all areas of the field, and Poyer was somebody who was really efficient in the run game and could match up with all these different players and brought them a sense of physicality. They made such a unique combination and such a great combo for the Bills that led them to a lot of team success, but also a lot of personal success. This is a money move for the Bills. They need to free up cap space. Last year, Jordan Poyer took a bit of a step back in his play. They started to use him in a different role that they think they can find cheaper now that they move on. And you could kind of tell that this was coming the way Sean McDermott and Brandon Beane talked about it after the season. They mentioned watching the two of them run out of the tunnel, thinking it could have potentially been the last time for the Bills. A really good player, but also for the Bills, it was time to kind of turn the page and get younger, and it looks like that's what they're going to be doing. This is going to be a very chaotic, hectic couple days for the Bills. I feel like we're going to see a lot of these moves because they got to make sure by this time next week they need to be under the salary cap. They still got a long way to go. You can anticipate a Josh Allen restructure happen soon. There's a lot of moves that this team needs to make, and this is kind of the first big domino to fall.